What's the most infuriating first world problem? Having a refrigerator full of food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab the $500 smartphone and place a $20 order for pizza, soda, and wings. The pizza arrives and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4, you don't even eat the crust, you just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. Best laugh today. I feel personally attacked. When you're going through self-serve at the supermarket and you take your groceries off weight thing too early so it thinks you're stealing. Then it stops and says wait for assistance, so you have to awkwardly wave over the attendant. It can go like this sometimes. Machine. Place item in bagging area. Me. Places item. Machine. Unexpected item in bagging area. Getting pissed at my phone for hanging on to the one last bar of Wi-Fi when I can switch over to data. Please, if you're commenting about the Android settings to fix this, please refrain from doing so. This is my new first world problem now. This is great because it's fixable but still annoying. It always happens as I'm leaving the house and loading Google Maps. Yes, I can then go into settings, turn off the Wi-Fi, etc. but I usually just drive away until I'm out of range. Clamshell plastic packaging, and it's around a knife that you bought to make it easier to open said packaging. My theory is they do this on purpose, so you have to do it the crappy way one last time so you can fully appreciate what you are opening. They do this on purpose so you have to bite a knife so you can open the first. Wait, then you have to buy another knife. Hold on, your theory is coming apart more quickly than the packaging ever will. When automatic sinks don't sense your hand at the right time and you're just fisting the air with a handful of soap. All of these are funny first world problems, but this is the correct answer cause it's the most infuriating. Every time this happens I can feel the robots slowly killing us. When you hit the restart button instead of shut down. Being bored on the internet. Get bored on Reddit. Close tab. Open Reddit in new tab. People that don't know that a traffic light works like a four-way stop when a traffic light goes out. It's like driving through a demolition derby. 100 plus games in your Steam library, but nothing interesting to play. My friend calls this Netflix syndrome. You spend an hour browsing the queue just scrolling expecting maybe to eventually find a hidden gem only to settle back on reruns of The Office. Complaining about the quality of the food brought directly to your lap while you lay back, watching movies, drinking wine and flying majestically through the sky like a 21st century fat slobby unicorn. As a ref this really hits home for me. I'm sorry, would you prefer nothing? People often forget that we are in a hurtling metal tube and no, I can't call catering up here. Having so much food in your fridge and pantries that you become exhausted at the possibilities of cooking it, so you just eat out. I went to a hot dog stand / shake shack around my house, and they had 40 flavors of milkshakes. I was so overwhelmed at the possibilities and couldn't decide, and ended up with a chocolate milkshake. There's a great TED talk about how having too many choices actually diminishes our happiness, that the numerous possibilities create a sort of regret over your choice no matter what. When your earbuds get caught in something and gets yanked out of your ears. Bonus points if it makes you drop your phone. First world. Earbuds still have cords. Pick one. You have been visited by the sauce chihuahua. You will be blessed with good pasta, but only if you comment simmer well papa. Now back to scheduled programming. Having at your disposal 150 cable TV channels, on demand, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, etc., as well as 500 DVDs on the shelf, but there's still nothing good on. Watching a new TV show that's amazing, but knowing that it's extremely unlikely you will ever be able to find a TV show similar to said one that invokes feelings just as great. Or watching the first and maybe even a second season of a great new series on Netflix or whatever only to find that there won't be any more seasons. When only one of your earphones work. When your wallet is too fat with cash and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down. When you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. Teen pregnancy bro. Just because her kid is 14 months doesn't mean she's not a mother. Proof of bad decisions and perky tits are a weakness of mine. Someone put a pepperoni pizza hot pocket in my box of meatball hot pockets. Cooked a meatball hot pocket and got pepperoni pizza. I almost downvoted you because I'm so appalled. Yes, my SO removes the hot pockets from the boxes to save freezer space, but then it is roulette as to what flavor you get. Seriously, why is there no printed name or anything on the packets? If you have a freezer stuffed with so many hot pockets that you lose track of what you bought, you might have some lifestyle choices to re-examine. Feeling sad because you're human and humans feel that way sometimes, but then looking at every wonderful privilege you have around you and feeling bad for feeling sad. Also tangled earphones. Screw those naughty fuckers. The 3 attempts it takes to plug in a USB cable. Not having food in the fridge, only ingredients to make food, but you're too tired and hungry to cook it. When you're so not in the mood to cook that you eat the components of a meal, but separately, like I'm too lazy to make a sandwich but I'll eat a few slices of lunch meat, a slice of pickle, a slice of cheese and a slice of bread. Planned obsolescence. When your friends are suicidal from the depression caused by day-to-day modern life. Being too tired to eat, because all the eating you've already done made you tired. When you reach over to grab some water on the nightstand and accidentally spill it over your phone, tablet, wallet and have to wake the F up and dry everything off really fast and you still don't even get your water. Everything being connected to the internet and relying on it. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. What? Going overseas, falling in love with ketchup Pringles, coming back home, realizing that they don't sell ketchup Pringles in your country, fucking devastated. You know what else? Salt and malt vinegar is not a traditional way to dress fries in the United States. Fucking figure it out. Batteries are causing impossible to open devices to die way quicker than they would with a removable battery. Anti-vaxxers and flat earthers. A rise in chronic autoimmune diseases. There are a few theories, my fave being the hygiene hypothesis. We are much cleaner now, the immune system doesn't know how to handle it, freaks out. I have lupus so I've definitely got some skin in the game. I've got eczema, so I would have skin in the game. If only I could keep it from flaking off. Forgetting your laundry in the dryer and your clothes getting wrinkled, or worse, forgetting it's in the washing machine for several hours until it's mildewy and has to be re-washed. When the Wi-Fi goes down, chaos. Bonus answer, trying to set up multiple monitors. On the highway, fast lane hogs, people who sit in the overtaking lane without overtaking and thereby effectively making it impossible for everyone/anyone going faster to pass, especially if they deliberately match the speed of the vehicle in the lane next to them. When your fucking iPhone charger doesn't work, or it malfunctions and set the Notre Dame on fire. Everything is conveniently packaged in plastic, but there is nothing good to do with said plastic afterwards. When my Starbucks order is wrong and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy. In these situations you have to be assertive and not mention it to the barista, but take out your frustration on your coworkers and loved ones. People who are offended when you don't text back within minutes. Put a break on it, Karen. I'm at work and I'll get around to you when I have a minute. The vast selection of flavored waters in the grocery aisle. I moved from a third world country to Canada about 6 years ago and this, not flavored water specifically, but the vast selection of everything, was one of the worst culture shocks I've experienced. I almost had a panic attack buying mustard cause I just wanted mustard. What's all this other mustard like stuff? There's so much more, everything from peanut butter to breakfast cereals, and it's very overwhelming. It's interesting to think that now, 6 years later, I go to the grocery store and am appalled when they don't have my specific brand and flavor of 17 adjective designed to appeal specifically to me grocery store product. Chewing too loud to hear your TV. When you've lied down nice and snug on your bed but forgot to turn off the lights. When your phone charger only works when it's angled in a very specific way or only works on one side. Having access to the most advanced medical science and not being able to afford treatments due high-cost BC companies want excess profit. I like apples. Specifically, I like Spartan apples. They're the perfect mixture of sweet and tart, crisp and juicy. They're also very hard to come by. If I go to the store they'll have at least 6 types of apples, often more. Red Delicious, Granny Smith, Macintosh, Pink Lady, Ambrosia, etc, etc, but no Spartan apples, so I don't get any apples. Calling Comcast, trying to navigate their VRU, finally getting to a person, then finally speaking to John or Sally, who are entirely unable to help you, eventually being hung up on when they say they need to transfer you to another department. This is golden, Mr. Skeletal. It appears only once every 20,000 years. Like the video and subscribe to Comment Awards in 20 seconds or you will never have calcium and good bones again.